Just start to bring your awareness to your breath now, inhaling in through the nose, expanding into the whole belly area, filling in the front of the body, the back of the body, the pelvic floor, and on your exhalation, squeezing the sides of the body, drawing the belly button in and squeezing the breath all the way out, extending your exhalation for maybe twice as long as your inhalation if possible. So perhaps you're breathing in for 3 and exhaling out for 6. Just follow your breath in and out. Then on your next inhalation, take your your shoulders all the way up to your ears. And exhale. Draw them back down. Inhale. And maybe even scrunch up your face as you draw them up. Exhale. Open wide. Open the mouth. Let the breath out. Draw the shoulders down. Inhale. Reach up. And exhale, take the hands down through the heart center. Good. Again, inhaling, reach up. And exhale, come down through heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Maybe taking the arms back a little if that feels okay. And on your exhalation, right hand comes to left knee and twist. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the hands back down to the knees and start to roll the shoulders back a few times again. Good, and then we're going to get into a bit of fluidity through the upper body. So just starting to find and move into your feminine edges, starting to maybe take the rib cage from side to side. It might feel good to turn some circles, taking the heart forward and then exhaling, drawing the belly button in and dropping the head down. Start to waken up and flow in any way that feels good to you. We don't tend to move Hi Sim. We don't tend to move in a feminine way. We're moving quite lateral folding. So it's just nice to get into those sides. Good. Take a few more circles. And then start to make the circle slightly smaller. So you're going to feel like you're circling your heart around your spine. Just start to draw the circles into center. Just gently drawing yourself back to your center. Keeping the eyes closed and moving with awareness. And then coming all the way back up to a still posture. Roll the shoulders back. Crown of the head comes all the way up. Interlace the fingers behind the back. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other. Lift the chin, look up. Take a deep breath in here. You might feel good just to, again, gently rock from side to side. See how you're feeling. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then take the fingertips behind you. Palms are going to be facing away from the body, so fingers away from the body. And then press the heart forward. Inhale, lift the chin. Breathing into that heart opener. All the way down through the belly. And just hold that for a few breaths. And then taking the hands back up towards the ceiling, reach up. Exhale, twist once again. Right hand to left knee and twist. Looking over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, twist to the opposite side. Keeping both seat bones pressed to the earth, taking your gaze over the right shoulder, observing the breath into the belly, and on your exhalation, maybe there's a little bit more space. Just to come into that twist a little bit more deeply. Remembering that our aim is to move into the parasympathetic nervous system to calm the body with the breath. As we open into the muscles and make space throughout our body. Inhale, come back up to center. Take the hands down to the knees. Inhaling, sweep the heart down and forward. Lift the chin. Pull on the knees as you press the heart forward. And exhale, squeeze the belly button in, round through the spine. Drop the chin to the chest. Take the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Maintain that flow of breath in and out. Inhale. Press the heart forward. And exhale. Round back. Might feel good here just to gently take the chin from side to side. And see how you're feeling in your shoulders, in your neck. And then come back up to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Plant the hands down, come into all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide and bring the distribution of the weight through the whole of the hands. So to the fingers, not just the wrist. Press the fingertips to the ground, knees underneath the hips. Press the top of the feet to the earth. On your breath in, drop the heart and lift the chin. Drawing the heels of the hands back towards the knees to stretch the spine. And on your exhalation, pressing the ground away, tucking the chin into the chest. See if you can imagine squashing the thyroid. Really, really draw the chin in towards your chest. Pressing the ground, feeling that stretch through the arms, the shoulders, the back of the body. Inhale, heart drops down. Bend the elbows slightly if that feels good. And press the heart forward. Good. Exhaling, you can start to move in your own pace, or you can take it at the same time as me. See what feels right for you. Continuing to flow with that breath and seeing if you can align your breath with your movement. Inhale one more time. Exhale, press the ground away. And come back to a neutral spine. Right leg comes out behind you. Flex the toe down towards the floor. And left arm comes out in front of you. Okay, you're looking towards the ground so that your Neck is an extension of your spine. You're not crunching through the back of the neck. See if you can think about pulling the crown of the head forward and the heel back. So you're stretching through your body, drawing the belly button in, tailbone nice and long. Beautiful, everybody, really nice. Take a breath in here, and on your exhalation, elbow comes to knee. Press the ground away through the top of that left foot. That's going to help stabilize you here. Round through the spine, tuck the chin in, and inhale, release. Exhaling, inhale. Exhale, inhaling. Good. Exhale, inhale, exhale, hold. Now hold it for 5. Beautiful. Plant the left hand down, right knee comes down, tuck the toes, press the seat bones back towards the wall behind you, and gently start to roll up towards the ceiling. You're lifting your seat bones. You're not trying to straighten your legs. Your seat bones are straightening or lifting up towards the ceiling. Your legs may straighten, but this is the first downward dog of our practice, so you can keep them bent. Absolutely. We're looking for a nice straight spine. Press the hands into the mat and push your seat bones away from them. Start to bend one knee here and then the other, working with the breath. Let's take a few lion's breath here. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And on your exhalation, open the mouth, stick the tongue out, and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Do 2 more. Inhaling. Exhale. And 1 more. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Drop the knees down to the ground and come back into a child's pose. Seat bones come down towards the heels, knees towards the width of the mat. Take your arms forward. Reconnect to the breath here. Breathing deeply into the belly. Inhale back up, all 4s. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Left leg is going to come out behind you, right arm in front. Get that long length through the whole of your body, one straight line. Good. Take a breath in here, and on your exhalation, squeeze round through the spine, elbow to knee, pull that belly button back and up. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Good. Keep going with that. Pulsing with your breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Hold it there for 5. Beautiful. And release. Take the hand back down to the ground. Toes tuck. Lift the knees and press the seat bones back as you start to peel your way back up into your second downward facing dog. Maybe it feels a little warmer now, bending one knee and then the other. Just deeply inquisitive. Working with the breath. Exploring where your mind wanders, what expectations you have on your body, how you communicate with yourself through your practice. And that will give you clues as to how you communicate with yourself off the mat. Yoga is a deeply transformative practice, teaching you about yourself. Allowing you to slow down, and just looking within, exploring, without judgment or criticism. Bend the knees and roll forward. Come into a plank pose. Press the heels back, tailbone nice and long, and take the knees down to the ground for now while we're still warming up. Draw the body forward, shoulders over the wrists, and then start to bend the elbows nice and slow. See if you can keep it really, really steady as you slowly, slowly lower down towards the ground. Keep it nice and slow. Elbows slide underneath the shoulders. Press the heart forward. Inhale. Thighs are engaged. Tailbones long. Belly buttons drawing in. Breathing into that stretch. Good. Slide the hands back. Tuck the toes. Press the ground away. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. And on your exhalation, take the foot between the hands. Step forward to the top of your mat. Good. And come into a forward fold. Bend the knees here. Just gently rock from side to side as you take your elbows. Good. And then we're going to bend the knees and slowly roll all the way up into a standing posture. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look up, maybe invite a little back bend, tailbone super long, belly buttons drawing in, heart presses forward. And then take the hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, sit down, Uttanasana chair pose. Tailbone long again, belly buttons drawing in nice and long through that low back as you sit down and press your seat bones back. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms forward and create fists with our hands. Take a breath in here. And on your exhalation, we're going to take the elbows back and press the knees forward and lift up onto our tiptoes. Okay. Inhaling, exhale. And we're going to start to speed that up a little bit. Inhaling, exhaling, working with your breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. This is going to wake up that lower body. Inhaling, switching on your glutes, your thighs, your quads. Exhale, inhaling, exhaling. Good. Speed it up a little bit. Exhale, exhale. Good. Stay with me. 3 more. Last one. Catch it there. Lift your seat bones. Bring your hands to your heart center. See if you can take your tiptoes really, really high. Keep lifting. Sit down a little bit further. Keep breathing. Stay with me. And inhale. See if you can come up to stand, keeping those tiptoes. Reach the arms up. And then slowly let your feet come down to the ground. Nice. Well done. Take the hands to heart center. Lift the toes. And then spread them nice and wide. And let them come evenly down to the mat. Reconnect with the breath. Breathing deeply into the belly. Exhaling. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half fold. Lengthening through the spine. Press the fingertips to the ground or to your shins and draw the crown of the head forward as you gently press your heels away from each other, widening through the seat bones. Exhale, folding through that space you're making in the low back. Beautiful, really nice. Take a step back with the right leg. Knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lengthening up towards the ceiling. active through every single part of your body. Your thighs are engaged, your belly button draws in, you're connecting with the breath. Hands come down, framing that front foot and take a step back, downward facing dog. Lovely, really nice. Then the knees roll forwards, plank pose. You can take a full or half chaturanga here, your choice, knees down or full, lower down to the ground and inhale into your variation of a back bend. You might be ready for an up dog, maybe it's a cobra. See what feels right for you and how warm you are. Breathe into that stretch. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, plant the foot forward between the thumbs. Step forward. Inhaling, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Connecting with the breath. Maybe even interlacing the fingers here, bending the knees deeply, taking them behind the back of the head and just starting to draw the head deeper into your fold. Again, may feel good to rock from side to side. Inhale, half fold, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Reach the arms up. And exhale, take the hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, sit down, chair pose, tailbone nice and long, draw the belly button in. Make sure that you can see your toes. Take the hands down through heart center and twist your left elbow to your right thigh. Make sure your left knee has not drawn forward and you've twisted like this. Keep the knees in line so it's a twist through the upper body, the torso, rather than your lower body. Okay, we're twisting through the spine, through the thoracic spine. Inhale, come back up to center. I'm going to turn, you don't need to. And on your exhalation, we're going to twist to the opposite side. Right elbow, left thigh. Check those knees again. Keep them in line with each other. Keep your seat bones down and back. You're wanting to bring your seat bones below your heart and connect with the breath. You're pressing your heart up towards your thumbs if possible. Good. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, we're going to twist to the opposite side. Keeping those knees in line, we're going to start to speed it up. We're creating some heat in our practice this evening. Inhale, and then we'll cool it down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Create some fire in your belly. Brilliant for getting rid of toxins, detoxifying, warming up, keeping your body strong, healthy, well. Exhaling, good. Inhale, exhale, exhale. One more on each side. See if you can keep those knees bent the whole time. Keep working. Beautiful. And then come back to center. And we're going to stay there just for a bit longer, really switching those glutes on this evening. And come down, hold it. See if you can reach the arms up. I'm going to hold that for 5. Stay with me. Good, really nice. And fold forward, well done. Take the feet slightly wider than hip width, bend the knees, take hold of your elbows, reconnect with the breath, and come into your fold. Walk your hands, so tiptoe your hands all the way over to your right side, as far as they'll go until you start to find a stretch down the back of that right leg.
Beautiful. And then come all the way back and over to the other side, over to the left. Maintaining that flow of breath. Check your alignment through your feet. Make sure the arches of your feet are lifted, that your feet are parallel and facing forward, heels behind second toes. The foundation of our practice is how we connect to the floor. So you want to always be checking your alignment through your feet. Our postural alignment starts with our feet. Come back through center, bring the feet together, heel toe them together. Bend the knees deeply, bring your tummy onto your thighs, take hold of your big toes with your peace fingers, take a breath in, and on your exhalation, start to lift the seat bones up towards the ceiling, seeing if you can keep your belly button or your belly plugged to your thighs as the elbows come out to the sides. Keep pulling. Seat bones come up, you're pulling on those toes, keep pulling, pulling, pulling. Coming to the edge of your stretch, wherever that might be for you. Don't jam the knees straight, just work with your variation. Inhaling. Maybe on the exhalation, there's space for you to just move a bit more deeply into that pose. Inhale, bend the knees and release. And on your exhalation, press the seat bones back up towards the ceiling and pull once again. Sometimes the muscles will allow us to go a little bit more deeply once we back out of the practice and come back in. Good. Inhale, release. Half fold, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, take the hands through heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, feet are hip width apart. Take hold of your right wrist and press the hands up towards the ceiling. Belly button draws in, tailbone's nice and long, and take the hands over to the left as you press your hips to the right. Continue to maintain that flow of breath. Inhaling, exhaling. Keep the arms nice and straight. Keep the shoulders on top of each other so you're not dropping that right shoulder as you come into the bend. And if you're holding your breath, you've come too far. Come a little bit out. Okay, the whole purpose of your practice is your breath, not the shape that you're making. Beautiful, really nice. Inhale, come back up through center, stretch up, take hold of the opposite arm, take a breath. Long first from the ground all the way up and exhale over to the opposite side, pulling on your left wrist, making that moon shape as you press the hips over, maintain that flow of breath. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers behind the low back, roll the shoulder blades, bend the knees, fold forward. And maybe there's room to start to straighten the legs if that feels okay. Bending the left, twist to the right. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, twist to the opposite side. And release. Good. Plant the hands down. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold. Right leg is going to step back. We're just going to take it back for now. Just see if you can keep that leg nice and strong. Take the tiptoes to the ground and then exhale, lift. Exhaling, squeeze and lift. Good. Inhale, exhale, hold it there. Bend that front knee and take the right leg back down to a 45-degree angle. Press the feet away from each other to set up your foundation. And inhale, reach the arms up. Warrior one. Tailbone is long,
Hug your belly button with your ribs, so you're not sticking them out here like I am. You want to make sure that you've got that nice straight line, heart's pressing forward, and the arms are reaching up like you're holding the sun or the moon. And then we're going to swivel that back foot so that you're on your tiptoes coming into a high lunge. Hold it there again. See if you can keep that back leg nice and straight as you press the front leg forward. And then take that back knee all the way down to the ground, coming into a low lunge. Hands frame the front foot. Inhale, heart presses forward. Reach the arms up. Good, really nice. Your left hand is going to come inside the left foot and you're going to ground the back foot down and start to come up in towards a Trikonasana triangle. If you're flexible and you practice Trikonasana with your hand on the ground, keep it there. You could use a block if you're working with blocks, or take your hand to your shin. Keep the feet pressing away from each other. Set the foundation up as you start to first come into that nice straight spine. You can take your right hand to your hip to begin with as you twist the heart and then take the arm up. And the leg straightens last. It's not about the legs, it's about the spine being straight. So if you straighten the leg and then lose the integrity through the spine, bend the knee again. I'd much rather see this nice straight spine. You're working on your leg flexibility second. Reach up, gaze comes down to the floor or up towards the hand, your choice, and work with the breath. Good, really nice. Brilliant for straightening out the skeletal system. We're going to take that right hand down to the ground. We're going to swivel the back foot and jump it forward a couple of feet. So both feet are facing forward. Inhale, straighten through the spine. And on your exhalation, fold over. See if that front leg can straighten. If not, don't worry. Don't jam that knee in any way. Always respecting your joints. Working with the breath. Beautiful. We're going to swivel, take the hands and swivel the feet so that they're going to turn to the corners of your mat. You're going to bend your knees deeply and you're going to come up into a goddess pose, fierce. Send your hips back. So I don't want to see your knees over or forward like this. Send your hips back and sit down as if you're going to sit down on a sofa. Really nice. Your knees want to be tracking your toes. Okay, good. Inhale, star pose, reach up. Exhale, fierce, come down. Inhaling, exhale. Good, inhaling, exhale. Getting rid of anything stagnant that is no longer serving you. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale. Good. We're going to hold it there. Sit down a little lower. Beautiful. Hands come to heart. And we're going to lift the right heels from the ground. Whew. Good. And then we're going to swap and do the left. And the right. And the left. One more, right. You know what's coming next, don't you? And left. And both, if possible. Woo. And release. Oh. Turn the feet so that they're parallel. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Come into your forward fold. Get the gap between your feet
to a distance that feels okay for you. Wider apart, closer together if you're less flexible, wider apart if you're more. You can bring your hands under your shoulders, you can take hold of your ankles, you can take hold of the outer edge of your feet. Whatever feels right for you, and you're drawing your body down. It doesn't matter how far you're going, you're working on the flexibility in the fold from your back. Good, really nice. And you know, sometimes it might feel nice just to move here. Maybe you want to take your hands to the ground and just sway from side to side. Traditional yoga with these straight alignments was designed for 14-year-old prepubescent boys. And the female body is different. And sometimes it's nice just to flow and move our energy around, then hold a still posture. There's room for both. And see what feels good for you today. Good, really nice. Come back to stillness if you were moving. And then we're going to take the hands over to the right foot, bend the right knee, and come into a side low lunge. Hands come to heart. Okay, you might not be down as low as me, you might be up a little bit higher. That's okay too, wherever feels okay for you. Your left toes are poking up towards the ceiling. And then coming over to the opposite side. Maintaining that flow of breath. Good. And then we're going to come to center into a malasana, a squat. Good. You can bolster your heels if you have been doing that through our practice, popping something underneath your heels to help them down. Make sure that your knees are tracking your toes again. Your elbows are pressing your knees away from each other. And you can stay here, or if you want to bring some movement, take your right shoulder inside your knee, lift your left arm and twist. And come to the opposite side. Good. Come back through center. We're going to take the hands now to the back of your mat, and you're going to send your right leg back and bring your left foot between your hands. Knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up. We're going to come into a lunge on the opposite side. Good, really nice. Take the hands down to the ground, lift the hips and jump that left foot slightly further forward. As you inhale, lengthen over that right leg. Keep the hips nice and aligned, so you're pressing your left hip forward and drawing your right hip back as you fold over that front leg. And then take that left foot back slightly further, ground the foot to 45 degrees, bring your heels so that they're in line and take your right hand inside your right foot. We're going to come into Trikonasana in the same way that we did on the opposite side. So come into wherever you did, whether your hand was to your shin or to the ground or a block.
Take your left hand to your hip and roll that left shoulder back before you inhale, reach the arm up. And then start to move into that straight leg pose, coming into your full Utthita Trikonasana. Working with the breath. Again, gaze can be to the ground or up towards the ceiling. And release the hand back down to the ground. Press the feet away from each other. Inhale, reach the arms up. And come into a lunge on that opposite side. Pressing the heel away. Front knee presses forward. And let the foot ground down as you come into your warrior two. So slightly different angle through the thigh, slightly different stretch. And take the hands through heart center. We're going to turn to the side of our mat once again. Bring your feet to the corners of the mat, so you're turning them out, and bend the hips, the knees once again. We're going to come back into that goddess pose. See if you can sit down a little lower. Make sure that your arches are lifted on your feet. Your toe mounds are connecting to the earth. Take your hands to your thighs. Drop your right shoulder, come into a twist. And then your left. And then come back through center and bring your hands inside your knees and press your knees away from each other. So your arms are going to come inside your knees, elbows into the inner thighs, and you're pressing your thighs away. Really, really deep hip opener. Whilst you're working the glutes at the same time. Good. And then press the hands to the ground. Turn the feet so that they're parallel. Inhaling, lengthen, and exhale, come back into your fold. Walk the hands to the top of the mat, swivel the foot so that it's facing forward, take a step back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees, wave forward into a plank pose, come through your chaturanga, whatever your variation is, and come back up into your back bend. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, and plant the foot forward between the thumbs. Knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. And step forward. Inhaling, half fold. Exhale, fold. The left leg is going to come out behind you this time. And then take the foot down to the ground.
and lift. Using that glute to lift the leg, toe touches down and lift. Good. Hold it there. And then bend the front knee, send the left leg back, knee comes down to the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up. And plant the hands down to the ground. Take a step back, downward facing dog. Then the knees roll forward, plank pose, and come down through your vinyasa. Exhale back. Knees are going to come down to the ground together and bring your belly onto your thighs, forehead to the mat or supported on the back of the arms. You can take the arms forward or you can take them back into a restorative child's pose. And reconnect with the breath. Inhale, peel yourself up into a kneeling posture. Bring the legs out in front of you and come onto your back. Lengthen the tailbone so the whole of your spine is connecting to the earth. Adjust your body in any way you need to become comfortable, and walk your heels back so that they're in line with your seat bones and you can touch the back of your heels. Bring your hands so they're planted down next to your body and pressing the ground away through the arms, lengthening the tailbone. We're going to start to roll the hips up towards the ceiling. If you've got a block, you can prop it between your thighs and just press the thighs in. You want to make sure that the knees are not drawing out. You want to keep them in line, parallel to the hips, rolling up. You can interlace the fingers behind the low back and come up into a deeper pose, depending if that's okay for your spine. No pain. Keep pressing through the arms, connecting to the ground as you lift. Looking towards your belly button. Keep the spine nice and still. And then release. See if you can bring one vertebrae down at a time. Coming all the way down. Good. And again, take a breath in. And exhale. Peel up. Again, interlacing the fingers. And release and come all the way back down. Hug the knees in. Lift the chin. Make yourself into a ball as small as you possibly can. Gently massaging, rock from side to side. Let your left leg go down to the ground. Hug your right knee into your belly.
And then take your knee across your body as your right arm comes out to the side, looking towards the right arm, come into a reclined twist. Allowing any tension to melt into the ground around you as you release and let go. Inhale, come back up through center and swap sides. Right leg comes down to the ground, left knee draws in. And then take the knee across the body. Left arm comes out to the side. You're trying to keep both shoulders plugged to the earth. So don't compromise that by taking the knee all the way down if it needs to stay lifted. Keep the shoulders plugged first. And then come back up through center. Take the legs up towards the ceiling, flex the toes back, and then bending the right knee in towards the body. Take the ankle over the left thigh, press the knee away, left knee bends, coming into a half pigeon pose. Take the hands around the back of the thigh or the front of the shin, depending on your flexibility. Both feet are flexed back and you're pressing your elbow into your right thigh to push the knee away as you draw your left knee towards you. Tuck the chin towards the chest, pressing your tailbone towards the mat, and maintain that flow of breath. And swap sides. Good. Release the legs. Take your elbows inside your knees and your hands to the outer edge of the feet. Draw the knees either side of the rib cage as you press your tailbone down towards the ground. Imagine your breath flowing into your belly and exhaling out. And then draw the knees together, hug them in, massaging the tummy, rocking from side to side. Plant the hands down next to the body, press the legs long, flex the toes back, and keep the spine connected to the earth. If your spine needs to be compromised, if you start to arch through the back, then bend your knees. So make sure that you keep your spine connected to the earth completely all the way down as you slowly lower your feet down towards the ground. And we're going to lift. And again. and lift. One more time. And then come this time all the way down to the ground, nice and slow. Into your Shavasana. Bring your feet to the width of the mat. Lengthen the tailbone. If there's any discomfort in the low back, you can keep the knees bent or pop a pillow or cushion underneath them. Bring one hand to your heart, one to your belly. Bring your shoulder blades underneath you by pressing the crown of the head to the floor and just drawing the shoulder blades down and away from the ears. And start to bring your awareness back to the flow of your breath. Into the body. And exhaling out. Let's just keep that awareness on the breath. See if you can maintain your focus through your Shavasana on your breath in and your breath out. Inhaling and exhaling. With each exhalation, the body is softening and letting go. Imagine with each inhalation, you're breathing in a deep golden light. It comes in through the nose and floods up through the top, to the top of your head, filling your brain with light, traveling down the back of your throat and lighting up the whole of your body as it comes down into the ribs, moving into your shoulders, your heart, down your arms, into the tips of your fingers, filling your organs, your kidneys, your liver, your intestines, your adrenals, your womb, your hips, all the way down your legs, through your bones, to the tips of your toes. Maintain that flow of breath in and out. If you could see yourself from the outside looking in, you would be a map of golden lights filling all of your veins, your bones, lighting your organs, healing, rejuvenating. See if you can bring this awareness to a cellular level. The 50 trillion cells that make up who you are, each and every single one of them filled with light, glowing like stardust. And then when you're ready, just gently start to bring some awareness to the tips of your toes, to your fingers, maybe moving them ever so slightly. Breathing into your heart. And then when you're ready, you can roll over to your right side. And find your way up to a seated posture. Bring your hands to your heart center. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Lovely to see you. Hope you enjoyed class. Do get in touch with me if you've got any questions. Also, just to let you know that that's the last class of our first block, so those first 4 weeks. So if you are continuing, then do book another block. If not, then it's been lovely having you, and stay in touch, all right? But make sure if you want to carry on Thursday that you book thank you, everybody, that you book another block. Those who join later, I know who you are, so don't worry, you've got that block. Bye, everyone. Lovely to see you. I will see you very soon. See you on Thursday. See you later. Bye.